Hello everyone, welcome to the course of Microwave Engineering. In today's class, we are going to learn about quality factor Q of a cavity resonators. The quality factor Q of a cavity resonator is given by Q equal to omega naught W by P, where omega naught is the resonant frequency, W is the maximum energy stored, and P is the average power loss. So, if at all we want to know about these three parameters, maximum energy stored, average power loss, and the resonant frequency, we need to know how a resonant or how a cavity resonant works first. Okay, let's see how a cavity resonant works. Let's see a quick basic operation of a cavity resonator. So let us consider a circular cavity resonator. This circular cavity resonator, let us assume the two ends of this resonator has been closed and there is a signal in this. So what this signal does, the signal always tries to, let us say a signal is trapped in the cavity resonator. So when the signal or a wave is trapped in the cavity resonator, what does it do? It tries to move or escapes from the cavity resonator, in which as the both ends of the cavity resonator are closed, the signal tries to move to and fro, by which it will be generating some frequency or some energy. Okay, so this kind of resonance or moving to and fro of the signal will be generating some frequency or some energy. That's why we are considering it as an cavity resonator. So a signal which is captured in a cavity kind of space, okay, and due to the resonance of that particular signal, it is generating some frequency. That is what the main concept of a cavity resonator. Okay, now if you see this, the whole operation of a cavity resonator, we need to keep in mind that we need to see three parameters. Though they are, one is how much maximum energy it is storing, and second one is the average power loss, how much it is, there is a loss of power, and how much frequency is generated after the resonance. So whenever a signal within the cavity resonator starts generating the frequency, we need to consider these three: maximum energy stored, how much power loss average on average, and the resonant frequency. Okay, so this is how to calculate the quality factor of a cavity resonators. So on the whole, a Q quality factor Q can be given by Q equal to 2 pi into, okay, maximum energy stored per cycle, okay, by energy dissipated per cycle. Okay, so how much energy it is storing as well as how much energy it is dissipating through a cavity resonator. Okay, that can be decided as an quality factor Q. So the quality factor Q, we have three conditions here. One is QL. QL is the loaded cavity, Q naught is the Q of unloaded cavity, and QEXT, you can also call it as QX or Q external. It is the Q due to external loss. Okay, so we have three conditions over here where it is arranged as 1 by QL, where QL is considered as loaded cavity, is equal to 1 by Q naught, where Q naught is the unloaded cavity, plus 1 by QX, where Q is the external losses. So 1 by loaded cavity is equal to 1 by unloaded cavity plus 1 by external losses. So these are the three conditions which we need to see in a cavity resonator. So initially a cavity resonator can be empty or it can be an unloaded cavity also. Once a signal is passed into that cavity resonator, it moves to and fro, and once it moves to and fro, it generates some energy, right? So in that condition we can call it as QL, which is nothing but a Q of a loaded cavity. In this case, the cavity resonator is full with the energy or the signal, okay, or the frequency. Now the cavity is loaded. That's why we can consider it as QL. So the minimum state is empty, which we are considering it as Q naught, unloaded cavity. Once the signal moves to and fro, once the signal is captured and moves to and fro, it will be generating some energy. In that case, the cavity will be full. that full cavity can also be considered as loaded. So that condition is considered as QL here. Okay. Once the cavity is loaded or the cavity is full, there might be a chance of loss. Okay. So that loss can be considered as Q external. So this Q external is nothing but it is an external losses. So from all these three conditions, they have formed an equation like or a relation like 1 by QL is equal to 1 by Q naught plus 1 by Q external loss. Okay. So based on the derivations or based on the several conditions of a quality factor of a cavity resonator, they have derived two equations. One equation for quality factor Q of a rectangular cavity resonator and one equation a quality factor of a rectangular cavity resonator right now. So therefore the quality factor Q of a rectangular cavity resonator is given by Q equal to omega square mu square A cube by 6 RS pi square, where omega mu A are the volume of the resonators. So volume, you have seen a circular cavity resonator like, okay. So you can assume that example, and these omega mu A are the volume of that particular resonator, okay, and RS is the surface of that particular resonator, okay. So consider any cavity resonator. For that, the volume is given by omega mu A and the surface of that particular resonator is RS. Based on these parameters, they have considered as a quality factor Q of a rectangular cavity resonator is equal to Q equal to omega square mu square A cube by 6 RS pi square. Okay. Now let's see the quality factor Q of a circular cavity resonator. So this is a circular cavity resonator where the quality factor of a circular cavity resonator is given by Q equal to 2.6178 A beta square by 4 pi RS VC whole of AC by A plus C. Okay, this is the equation derived of the after the long derivation of a circular cavity resonator. Okay, we are bothered about the final result over here. So this is the circular cavity resonator of a quality factor. So here Vc is given by is nothing but the velocity of light, beta is the phase constant, Rs is the surface of a resonator. Okay, consider a circular cavity resonator and you need to mention the surface of a resonator, where A is the radius of a circular cavity resonator. Based on all these parameters, they have formed an equation like Q equal to 2.6178 A into beta square by 4 pi Rs into Vc whole of AC by A plus C. Okay.